What's up guys, welcome back to Smash News. I'm C5 from the Beefy Smash Dudes, bringing you everything you might have missed in the past week. The Genesis team announced a Melee doubles-only circuit, with the top teams getting invited to Vegas for the final showdown. The circuit includes 10 doubles tournaments, of which a few have not been announced yet. Teams will receive points for their placings in those events, and the 8 teams with the most points will face off in a final bracket in Las Vegas on the last day of EVO 2017. The prize pot for the final will be at least $5,000, with $2,000 for the winning team, plus an eventual bonus in prize money from fan funding and merch sales. What's interesting about this circuit is that only complete teams get awarded points, not the individual players. So, while switching teammates at different events is allowed, the players will not be able to carry over their points. Speaking of Melee, the Smash Summit voting came to an end last week, so without further ado, here are the results. The voting is finished and we now know the full list of players that will enter the Invitational in March. The winners are Hugs, Infinite Numbers, S2J, Lucky, Chewdat and Ice. Of course, besides the 6 voted-in players, there are 10 more players that have already been invited. Smash Summit will be one of the most anticipated Melee tournaments of the year, so make sure that you don't miss it. The 2017 recommended ruleset for Smash 4 has been discussed a lot lately, and now it received its first small update. Here are the few changes. Many players spoke out about LYLAT crews and that they disagreed with it being banned. The community's opinion about the stage is still split, but community leaders decided to bring LYLAT back as a starter stage. This means that we are back to having 5 starter stages and 2 counterpick stages. For that reason, the stage clause has also been added to the rule set, which states that you cannot counterpick the last stage you won on. And lastly, only 3 Omega stages are now legal: Suzaku Castle, Wily's Castle and Midgar. Over the past weekend, Beast, one of Europe's biggest Smash tournaments, was held once again, as always, in Sweden. This was the 7th Beast tournament, with big players like Mr.E, Leffen and Armada, and an extremely unfortunate incident that overshadowed the event. Beast 7 featured Melee, Smash 4, Smash 64, Street Fighter V and even Rivals of Ether. The Eriksbergshallen was once again filled with hundreds of smashers from Friday to Sunday, but on the final day a traumatic situation occurred. One of the competitors suffered from a cardiac arrest. The ambulance was called immediately, transporting the person to the nearest hospital, leaving everyone at Beast in shock. As of now, we do not have any details about the well-being of the victim, but we are sending our best wishes to him and his family. The TOs handled the situation well, and after a 1-hour delay, the event continued as planned. Moving into results, in Smash 64, as expected, Isaiah was able to take first place over Revan on second place and Bark Sanchez on third place. Revan with Kirby was able to send Isaiah's Link into losers when they met in winners final, but in grand finals Isaiah took it back convincingly with 2 set wins in a row. In Smash 4, Mr.E, who is by far Europe's strongest player, was able to take first place in both doubles and singles. With Raziak as a teammate, they won Smash 4 doubles over Elbardo and Roboluigi on second place and Saiv and Longu on third place. In Smash 4 singles, the hype was real, with fan-favorite Killer Jaws showing off his Mewtwo and the Shulk main M placing much higher than anyone would have expected. In the end, Killer Jaws was able to take 5th place, and M even made it to 3rd place after beating Gluttony and even ice-studying in an incredibly entertaining Shulk vs Greninja set. Saiv finally stopped M's crazy run in losers final, moving on to grand final where he faced Mr.E for a second time, but without success. Mr.E took it convincingly with 2 3-0s versus Saiv, placing first at Beast. In Melee doubles, which receives a lot of hype lately, we have This Kid Boogie and Asfat on 3rd place, Leffen and Ice on second place, and the Swedish brothers Armada and Android taking home gold after getting an incredible double 0 to death in winners final against Ice and Leffen. In singles, a lot of eyes were on the American Marth main, the Moon, when he almost sent Leffen to losers. In the end, he placed 4th, losing to German Fox Ice in losers semis. This means that we have 3 Foxes at the top, with Ice being eliminated by his teammate Leffen, who went on to fight Armada in grand finals. It was extremely close, but in the end Armada was able to clutch it out, taking home double gold at Beast 7. For the complete results, make sure to check out the description. For some Smash 4 action, we have an incredibly stacked tournament coming up this weekend, Frostbite 2017. Tons of top players from all over the world are confirmed for Frostbite. Japan is especially present at the event, so if you missed the matches at Tokaigi, you should definitely not miss this one. Even a 10 vs 10 crew battle is scheduled, with Japan facing off against America. You can find all necessary links in the description. And finally, Mr.E, who is currently 18th on the PGR and one of the best Marth players in the world, was picked up by Team Rival as their second Smash 4 player besides Xax. Thanks for tuning in once again, make sure to subscribe, and as always I will see you next week. Stay beefy.